on the day I was supposed to be starting college, I was starting chemotherapy. What we thought was a tennis injury and then a volleyball injury turned out to be much worse.
As a 22-year-old person, you know, you're thinking about boys and you're thinking about what you're going to do over the weekend with your girlfriends. I was not thinking about losing my leg.
They don't have to do it alone. There are resources and people to make sure that they have everything they need to be successful in their healing.
I got introduced and involved with LimPrez because two of the doctors that I was working with both work with LimPrez, Dr. Cindy Kelly and Dr. Daniel Lehrman.
I want to start with Dr. Wilkins. He saved my leg and he saved my life.
To be a good orthopedic oncologist, you have to be smart, hardworking, a good surgeon, but you have to have that empathy. You have to have the courage to be emotional and have passion about your patients.
In caring for patients and providing care for them, you get to know them rather well and usually get to care about them, not just for them. So the fact that there is a foundation that I could participate in, add my energies to, that could help with the patients beyond the walls of our hospital was something that really excited me.
It's not just doctors that are a part of LimPrez, it's family members, it's caretakers, it's other patients. It's a whole network of people that just kind of get it.
The Limb Preservation Foundation looks at patients and says, hey, we're here with you. You're not on this journey alone.
It's been a big part of my healing journey.
It's been very rewarding meeting the patients and their families and understanding how much the Limb Preservation Foundation has helped them out.
To be able to help support them with rent, gas cards. Now we've been supporting students that have been through the program. And so, I mean, that's heartwarming. It's kind of looking at the whole person.
Healthcare providers and nurses and technicians, they work hard, but then they volunteer, and you just can't help but be involved.
It's each patient, and we look at themselves, we look at the family, we look at the community, their support. After all this is done, what are they going to do?
Because there's the mental side of the disease, there's the physical side of the disease, there's the side effects, there's the economy, this is a complex, long-term problem that many of these patients face.
The foundation is directly patient-centered, both in providing kind of support financially, in providing peer support emotionally for people going through the process. So it really puts the patient number one, and that's really what drives the energies and the efforts of the foundation.
It's about what we're doing now. It's what we're going to be doing 5 years from now and what we're going to be doing indefinitely.
When I think about the research, I mean, this is just the first 35 years of the Limb Preservation Foundation. I'm hopeful that there is a day we won't need the Limb Preservation Foundation, and that's because of the research of groups like the Foundation. But until then, that's why we have peer support, that's why we provide financial assistance, and that's why we have this conversation to help these patients thrive.
You know, the sky's the limit, depending on what's needed and wanted at any given time.
We have new energy, we have a lot of new people involved and on the board, which is great. But if you look at the success that the foundation has already achieved, I can promise you that will continue.
The future Limb Preservation Foundation, I think, is very exciting. We have the opportunity to build upon a great legacy. It has been supporting patients and research for decades. So from that foundation, we move forward into the next era, and that is to, I think, grow as far as awareness, grow as far as an impact, and in our current era of all of us being so virtual and being so remote, and hopefully reach more patients outside of our local community.
This has to do with the heart and soul of people who are in dire straits and the need to help them in every way possible.
It's beneficial to help those in need so that they can concentrate on getting healthy and in funding research so that a lot of these people won't have to go through this in the future.
Donations are more than just the numbers on the check. They're about what they're going to do for somebody's life.
They've made Colorado the safest place in the world to have a certain form of bone cancer.
People don't normally have limb-threatening diseases, a small minority, and there isn't anywhere else for people to go. So it's just an area that their money makes a difference.
The Foundation's mission is directly dependent upon the funding it receives, and that's through charitable donations and gifts of all of us, people in this room and myself.
You will be supporting a team with continued success, and you will be proud and you will be kept informed about what that success is. And not many foundations can say that.